3. So that's 1. Because I'm not giving all of this energy to anyone at this moment, I'm able to pour it back into me. So that's why it's important to eliminate distractions or reduce them, so that you can have more energy to give to yourself. And there's no sense in giving energy to people and things that aren't pouring that energy back into you, right? Like, why would you want to do that? And it doesn't feel good to be in that type of space either. Good morning, you guys. So today is chest, shoulders, and triceps. I am all warmed up. We're gonna start with incline dumbbell bench press. I did a set at 35, I did 6, that felt fine, no shoulder discomfort or anything like that. So we're ready to get heavy. I'm gonna start with 50s. My goal is to get to 55 today. I am praying to the dumbbell gods that I can hit 55 today. But let's start with the 50, see how that feels, make sure that there's no issues, and then we'll decide. Let's try to get 10 reps, 8 to 10 to 12, somewhere up in there. All right, I'm gonna put some music in my ear for the motivation, and then we're gonna get into it. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let me go grab a spotter. I'll be right back. I'm gonna need help with my first rep. The first, yeah. I'm gonna try to get 10. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. All right. I don't know what it is about that first rep, but it's like on this side I just can't. This side I could, but this side I just couldn't get it up. So good shit. Should we go to 55? That should be determined. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get 10. I might need more help this time.
Okay.
All right, y'all, I grabbed 55s. One, 2, and 3. Okay. 1, 2.
Up. 4. Yep. Keep going. Push. All right. Push. 7. Push. 8. That's it. Push. Last one. Push.
Thank you. Whew. All right. That was hard. All right, y'all. Grab the new spotter. Incline dumbbell. 10. I'm gonna need help on the first one.
All right. How's the whole?
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, and 3.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll do that. Come on. Let's go. All right, I just put the rest of it. That's good. There you go. Got another one in there. There you go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Set. Give me another one.
Okay, thank you. So set at 12 to 15, if not more. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All right, you guys, so we're gonna do a new shoulder exercise. Found it off of Instagram. And then we're going to go right into some overhead tricep extensions, and then that'll be set 1. All right, I have 5-pound dumbbells for the shoulders. You don't need to go heavy. I tried the 10 that was way too heavy. I was like, oh no. All right. Here we go. So that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Woo! Oh my God. Try that. All right. Triceps. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Okay. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Woo! I got 2 more. Okay. Nah. Jesus Christ. Woo. That is no joke. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nah. Okay. Jesus. Two. 3. 4. 5, 6. 8. Woo. All right, 2 more. One. Oh my God. That's probably the worst shoulder exercise I done ever did. Jesus. But 5 pounds, that's crazy. All right, triceps. One, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. All right, you ready? Are you ready? All right, let me music, and then I'm ready. Try to get 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 9. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go up. That was clearly still a little too light, but that's okay. Now we have some tricep work. Let me see how the 7.5 feels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We'll go up next set with this too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, yeah, we'll go up with both. Next set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 more. Okay. Triceps. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Fuck. All right, so we went heavier this set. Try to at least get 8. One, two. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1 more. Okay. Woo. All right. Triceps. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right, you guys. So that concludes our chest, shoulders, and triceps workout. So I accidentally forgot to turn the watch off. I be doing that. And I noticed when I'm trying to pull up the stats. So we worked out for 77 minutes and we burned a total of 860 calories. So not bad. Not bad. So what I was saying in there, okay, first of all, before we really get into it, let me know down in the comments. So I have 2 YouTube channels, you guys. This YouTube channel is like the cut up gym vlog. So I literally just get down to the point when it comes to the gym. So like I cut out the warm up. I cut out the talking in between sets that I do in front of the camera. If anyone like approaches me and I have a conversation with them, I cut all that out. I literally just try to do just the workouts on this YouTube channel. But on my other YouTube channel, I just let the camera record, and whatever it gets, it gets. Like literally whatever it gets, it gets. And I actually start recording during the warm up. So the videos end up being about an hour, 20 minutes or so of just the gym, because I work out for about an hour, but the cut up stuff that y'all see on this YouTube channel, the workout is about 20 minutes. So let me know down in the comments. Do y'all want the unedited portion? Like, should I just upload that or keep it chopped up to strictly just the sets and stuff? Because I be talking. Listen, I'm getting used to talking to the camera. I'm having so much fun vlogging. So just let me know down in the comments what you guys want for this YouTube channel. If you guys want the literally uncut, then I'll just start uploading that to this channel instead of just the other one. So let me know. Either way, I have to still put the music behind it because YouTube be YouTube be crazy with the damn copywritten stuff. Even when the volume is down in the gym, like I don't even feel like it's loud. YouTube be picking that shit up. So either way, like in the gym, I still have to put the music over it. But just let me know what y'all want. It doesn't matter to me. Either one is fine. Just let me know what y'all think. So I was happy with today's chest day. I was telling the camera in there. So we did 2 chest exercises. We did 2 triceps. We did 1 shoulder. But that 1 shoulder exercise that we did, y'all, that shit was crazy. Like that shit was crazy as hell. Like, and you know it's crazy when I saw it last night on Instagram, and I was like, okay, well tomorrow's push. Let's do that tomorrow. So I automatically, when I seen that the guy was holding him out like this, I was like, okay, let's do 10. 10 pounds I feel like will be solid. No, no, I was only able to do 1. And then I started feeling the burn on like number 2. Like when I was just practicing it, trying to make sure I had the motion right. I was like, yeah, no. 5s it is. We are definitely doing 5s. So don't feel like you have to go heavy on that. I don't even know what weight he used, and he's pretty cut up, but the dumbbells looked a lot smaller than his typical stuff. So he was probably using like 10 or 15. Like that shit was no joke. And then 10 reps. Shit. So don't like kill yourself. Don't feel. I don't think I could have did 7.5. I was thinking about it like after set 1. I was like, maybe I could have the 7.5. And I was like, nah, we'll just stick to the 5. We'll just stick to the 5. So either way, that was a great shoulder workout for me. So next push day, we'll try to incorporate 2 shoulders if everything feels good. Like if my shoulders don't feel irritated or whatever. And yeah. So earlier this morning, so in the morning I do like a morning pep talk, and I post it on Insta, TikTok, Threads. And this morning, and I posted on YouTube, but it's like I noticed you guys are online like at night. So I started posting all content at night because that's when y'all typically seem to watch stuff. So y'all will see it tonight anyways. But anyways, I was talking about like eliminating distractions, and we talked about that yesterday. But I forgot to add something, and I feel like it's a really valuable piece of information. When I say eliminating distractions, you guys, it's about eliminating stuff that is of no value to you or where people aren't pouring into you. So if you have a great support team or a great support system, that's not a distraction. That's by no means a distraction. So that's not what I'm talking about when I'm saying like, oh, cut out your friends. Like if you have real, true, solid friends, that's not a distraction. Now there might be like certain outings that they might be doing, and it's like, okay, well, I'm on a weight loss goal, right? I'm on a weight loss journey, so it's probably not my best interest to go to this restaurant, right? That's totally different. But I'll never like encourage you to cut off people who are really pouring into you. When I say distractions, I'm talking about people or things that are of no value to you. People and things that aren't teaching you something. And it's about reciprocates. I don't know why I have such a hard time pronouncing this word. It's about reciprocation. Let's use that. Reciprocation. Okay, so you can't be a taker either. Like that's not how that works. Like you have to give as much as the other person gives. And that doesn't even mean finances. That means like support, encouragement, congratulating people, you know, just being that shoulder that they can lean on. Like if they're starting to doubt themselves, like you're there for them, like you're encouraging them, you're pushing them, you're telling them how great they are. That's what I mean by a value. It's not always about finances and stuff. Like that has nothing to do with it. So keep that in mind. If you're around people who are just taking, or like you're always encouraging them but they're not encouraging you, that's a problem. If you're always supporting them and they're not supporting you, That's the problem. If you're always, complimenting them and giving them words of encouragement and they're not doing that back, that's the problem. If you are that person that's always there for them, but they're never there for you, that's a problem. That's distractions. Those are distractions, okay? Those are people who are of no value to you. Those are people who are literally just in your life to take what they can and then they're going to bounce anyways. And the minute you cut off that supply, like whatever it is that they're getting from you, whether that's money, finances, sex, uh, some people, you have a positive energy and they might not. So they're just literally around you just because you make them feel good, but they're not making you feel good. That's a problem. Cut them off. So, that stuff is draining. That's why it's important to audit your life and determine like what's of value to you, who is really there for you, like who really likes you just for you. Like if you had nothing, if you were starting at ground zero, like who's still going to be in your corner, okay? And the more you elevate yourself, the more you continue to work on your goals and reach your goals, you're going to start to see things differently. Like I feel like there might have always been takers in my life, but I didn't start really noticing it until I started to build myself confidence, which is what we talked about yesterday too, like ways to improve your self confidence. But as you start to feel better about yourself mentally and physically, but mentally, you're gonna start to see things differently. You're gonna start to see like, I don't feel like this person is really for me like I'm for them. I don't feel like this person really likes me like I like them. So, it's a whole journey. But the point I'm making is you need to keep your energy high, which we talked about, in order to reach your goals. And when you're constantly around people or places that are draining you, it's draining to continue to do for someone and they're not doing anything for you. It's literally draining, and you will start to lose yourself in that process. You might not realize it at first, right? You might think, oh, I'm just being a good friend and I have it, so I'll give it, whatever. But I promise you, when you get out of that situation and you start to reflect, like that shit be draining the fuck out of you. Trust me, I've been there. So, and that's not just like with friendships, that could be with family members too. Like not all just because someone's your family member does not mean that they have your best interests at heart. That does not mean that they're good to you, right? Family is just, you guys share the same DNA. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're good people for you. Okay. Now, some people have a really good support system from their family, and that's a blessing because not everybody has that, but some people don't. So if you don't have that, if you are around family members who are constantly taking from you, or even people who just like they don't root for you, like I didn't realize until I like became an entrepreneur and really started to like take my businesses seriously, I didn't realize how important that would be for me until I started realizing like I don't see people supporting me the way I support them. Like anytime one of my friends in the past would tell me an idea of theirs, like my eyes would like light up for them. Like I would be so excited for them. Like I'm that friend that if you, let's say you just thinking about something, like let's say you like literally on like the very first phase of your idea, like it's something that just popped in your head. You might have been driving or you might have been at work, like whatever that idea is, like let's just say it just popped in your head and you choose to share it with me. I am literally that friend that's going to, oh my God, that's a great idea. Like, you can do it. You can do it. You got this. Like, I am going to be your biggest motherfucking cheerleader. If you are already doing something, and let's say, like, I don't know, you're starting to doubt yourself, or you're just starting to feel like it's harder than what you thought it would be, and you share that with me, like your doubts or whatever, I'll be like, girl, you better get your ass up and keep pushing. Like, you got it. Like, I know you can do it. Like, I am literally that person. And anyone who knows me personally, if anyone who knows me personally is watching this, whether they comment or not, they know that to be true. They know that to be true. I am never someone that's going to, like, stomp on someone's idea or tell them it's stupid. And if I see them like doing it, like I am that person to be like, girl, I just seen it. Like I seen what you posted. Like you look so good. Like I am literally that friend. But I've never had a friend be like that for me. And I didn't realize it until I started doing my own thing, like till I started starting my business, and things are starting to manifest into reality. I started notice, like, how is it that I'm always, screaming and rooting and cheering them on, but yet when I need just like a fraction of that, right? Like, I recognize that might not be everybody's personality, but god damn, like when I need just a fraction of it, like, can I at least get 5% of that? Like, crickets. Nope. That shit gets draining. So eliminate your distractions, because then it's going to allow you to just pour into yourself. Like, I think too, the reason why I'm able to do what I do and do it every single day, yes, it has a lot to do with discipline and believing in yourself, but a lot of it also has to do with, I have all this energy and I'm not giving it to anyone except for you guys, right? Like, I told you guys, I'm open about it, I don't have a close-knit friends group at this point in my life. I know it's coming. I know that once the universe sees fit, it's coming. Maybe that friend group is going to be in Miami when I get down there, right? But, right now I don't have anyone to give all of this energy to. So I'm able to pour it back into me. I'm able to focus because I don't have friends that I'm texting all day and listening to their problems. I don't have people that are calling me, texting me like, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. I don't have any of that. So all of that energy, because I feel like we all start with 100% every morning. Okay, every morning, if you got your 8 hours of sleep, you start with 100%, right? You may not feel it, but you got 100% in you. So I feel like throughout the day, your gas tank slowly goes to E. At night it goes to E, right? Or if, let's say you start your schedule, maybe you work overnight, so your gas tank is full when you wake up, whatever time that is, but over time, over the hours, it slowly gets to E, right? But because I'm not giving all of this energy to anyone at this moment, I'm able to pour it back into me. So that's why it's important to eliminate distractions or reduce them, so that you can have more energy to give to yourself. And there's no sense in giving energy to people and things that aren't pouring that energy back into you, right? Like, why would you want to do that? And it doesn't feel good to be in that type of space either. Like, I don't know about you, but I've been in that space before and it's not fun. Like, it seems cool in the moment, because you don't realize that's what's going on. But once you reflect, you don't feel too good. Like, your energy doesn't feel as motivated, as inspired, because you're giving it to other people. And that doesn't even just mean like people that you know. Like, think about all the people who sit around and gossip all day, talk about what they done seen, what they done heard. Like, that's still giving energy to something. Think about, like, let's say you're an angry person. Like, let's say you have a temper and you haven't figured out how to control that. You're giving all of that energy, that negative energy on top of that, you're giving all of that out. So you don't have any energy to give to you, like, for what it is that you want to do. I'm telling you. To some people, it may seem like, oh, it's a boring life. Like, who doesn't want friends or da da da. But when you find that thing, when you really find that thing that you really enjoy doing, like maybe you really enjoy painting, or like whatever it is, maybe you enjoy, I don't know, like, I don't know what all the hobbies are these days, but you guys get the point. Like, maybe it's knitting, I don't know, but whatever it is, when you find that thing that you really 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 enjoy, hold on, this tripod keeps shaking. When you find that thing that you really really enjoy to do, like, you would do it in your sleep if you could, you're not going to feel like you're missing out on anything, because you are really doing your purpose, right? And once you find that purpose, then you're able to create a living off of that purpose. And it's not even going to feel like work, because, like I said, you would do it in your sleep if you could. So that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. I didn't understand that either, because, I used to work a job that I hated. So I'm like, well, how would I want to do this every single day? Like, I hate this job, but that wasn't my purpose. Some people find purpose in their work, and that's amazing. I don't know anyone like that, but so everyone I know hates their job. But there are plenty of people who found careers that they truly love. Like they really have purpose in it. And, for them, like they can do it all day because that's their purpose, right? Maybe someone works in child care services or social services, or maybe they're like a doctor, like whatever that is, a teacher, a nurse. Like there are plenty of people who do love their jobs, right? So they are complete because that's what they really love to do. That was their calling, and they were able to find that. But a lot of people, I think we get thrown into these careers because someone told us it would be good, or maybe we started at this place and they just kept promoting us, so we just accepted it, right? Because it was like a more salary, or maybe your parents pushed it on you growing up because that's what they were, that's what they wanted you to do, so you just did it. Like maybe you got into it because you didn't know what kind of degree to get, but you needed to get something, and you heard through the grapevine that they would pay a lot, right? Like whatever it is, I feel like a lot of times we get pushed into these careers. It's not really something that we really wanted to do in the first fucking place, but we just kind of feel stuck in it. So then therefore, like, you just kind of like, you know? But that's why I talk to you guys about spending time by yourself, because when you do that, you're going to be able to figure out what it is that you want to do, because you're not going to have like outside opinions and people and distractions convincing you to do X, Y, and Z, right? When you spend time by yourself, you're able to really just kind of figure out like what truly makes you happy. Like if it wasn't about money, if it wasn't about bills, if it wasn't about taking care of loved ones, like if it was just strictly about you and what it is you really love to do, what would that be? And I know for myself, like, I never used to create content like in my 20s or when I was a kid. Like, sometimes it takes trying a lot of different things to figure out what that is for you, right? But once you figure it out, and the only way you're going to figure it out is if you do it by yourself. You can't keep being in the cliques and the groups or whatever, and because you're constantly listening to other people's opinions. I don't think people realize, like, what other people say to you over time, that has an effect on you. It's going to switch up how you feel about stuff. So that's why it's important to spend time by yourself, so that you can only hear your opinions, only hear your thoughts, not ask other people for their opinions and their thoughts. And, the same applies with weight loss. Like, if you want to lose weight and you're around people who they say they want to, but when it's time to actually do it, when it's time to start the sacrificing, right, they're all out. You you if you're constantly around them, you're going to start to adapt their tendencies, whether you want to believe it or not. So, you gotta eliminate those distractions as much as you can. You have to try your hardest to just lock in to yourself. And like I said, if it's not pouring into you, if it's not supporting you, if it's not adding value, uh, encouragement, you gotta let that go. You have got to let it go. It's of no use for you. You're gonna end up outgrowing that person or that place. So you might as well cut the ties now. A lot of times people clash because they're just going in two different directions. You know what I mean? You're going this way, they're going that way. Some people don't want to change. That's another thing you got to consider a lot. Some people are just not open to change. Some people's egos are so goddamn big and so inflated that they believe that they are perfect. It's everyone else who's the problem. It's not them. They have no room for improvement. They don't need to ask you how to do nothing, even though they may not know how to do it. You could have lost a shit ton of weight, and they still not gonna ask you how you did it because they feel like they know more than you. Like, I'm telling you, it makes no sense, but I'm telling you, there are a lot of people out here who really thrive off of ego. Like, they are ego driven, they are pride driven. So that's not beneficial to you. That's not adding any value to you. If anything, that's just going to drain you. So it's not lonely. I used to think that, if you spend time by yourself, you're lonely. And I used to feel lonely, but I have so much fun making content, you guys. Like, I literally can do this all day, and I do this all day. So that's how my time flies. Like, the weeks go by so fast. But like I said, when you're doing something that you really like to do, You don't even pay attention to the days of the week. I really only pay attention to the days of the week because, like I said, every morning I make a video, good morning, happy whatever. So I have to know, like, okay, today's Tuesday or today's Monday, right? But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know what day of the week it was. I would know when the 1st is because it's time to pay that rent. I would know when the 15th is because it's time to pay that car payment, right? But other than that, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point. Like, this channel, you guys, one of my, I think my purpose, and when I say making content, I'm just really passionate about helping people find their purpose and figure out where they fit in life, and understanding that it's okay to be different, because these are all things that I struggled with and I was so depressed with, and I didn't even realize how depressed I was until I got out of that state. Which is why the same thing, like, you might be dealing with people who aren't beneficial to you and you don't even realize that until you remove yourself from it. And then when you reflect, you're like, oh wow, like, I tolerated that. The same applies to, like, your own personal life. Like, I wish I knew these things that I knew sooner, but everything happens when it's supposed to happen. It's fine. But the point I'm making is, like, I really like, sharing my story with you guys and showing you guys my journey, because I'm telling you, once you get out of that mindset and you create a positive mindset for yourself, a mindset of peace, solitude, like, things, it's just a totally different world. And I'd be feeling like I live in a totally different world, because you just see things so much differently than how you used to. You're not pessimistic, you're optimistic with everything. With everything. Like, and it's crazy because I've shared with you guys, there have been, like, running a business, some months are really good, some months not so much. And, on those months when it's not so much, I'm still able to hold my head up high, and no one would even know that, I'm having a bad month financially, because I carry such a positive energy, because I know that it's temporary. I know that that's not where it's going to stay, right? I know that this means that it's time for me to learn more things, to add more streams of income or whatever, and that's what I'm doing. So if I didn't have those bad months, if I continue to always have a good month, then my mind wouldn't be thinking of other things and, where to improve, right? So, all that's it's just really important. So carrying that positive mindset, knowing that you can do anything, we get in our own way of everything, right? If you don't learn how to remove distractions out of your life, if you don't learn how to develop discipline, if you don't learn how to improve your self-confidence, you're holding yourself back because you're constantly telling yourself what you can't do, or you're letting other people tell you what you can't do. That's another reason why it's just so important to just spend time by yourself. And I don't know if people, I haven't been able to poll anyone. You know what I mean? I tell you guys, I don't talk to anyone for real. But I will say, I talk to my mom a lot. She told me too, like, as she got older, these things just start to click. And sometimes they don't. Some people, it clicks in their 20s. That's great, good for them. But some people, this stuff doesn't really click until their 30s or their 40s, because people let you down. People let you down. And it's not their responsibility to keep you up. But what I'm telling you is, when you can't expect anything out of people. That's what I learned. You can't expect anything more than who they are in that moment. So, when I've talked to you guys about relationships, friendships, whatever, that have failed, it's because I expected me in them, right? But you can't expect you in someone else, because you are you and you only. And yeah. But you have to stop that. So, pour into you is the point. Give your energy to you. Your energy is valuable. Not everybody has a whole bunch of energy, y'all. So if you have energy, if you feel good, continue to feel good for you. Don't be giving it out. Because when you give it out, then, that's the energy that you could be using to focus on you, losing weight, getting in shape, working on that degree, whatever it is that you're trying to do to better you and your family's life. So stop giving it to other people. Um, And that's what I learned. That's what I learned. And like I said at the beginning of this, if you have that support system who knows how to pour into you like you pour into them, you're doing great. You are doing great. You are blessed, honey. Blessings is not about how much money you have. Blessings is about how you feel. And if you have that circle of women or men who can see your progress and not feel insecure about it, that's great. Because not everybody has that. If you're able to be around people and you can congratulate someone when they're, doing well, maybe you're not doing well at the moment, you're blessed, because some people can't be in the presence of someone else who's doing better than them and not feel insecure. Maybe you're losing weight and your friend isn't, and it's not that they can't lose weight, they just haven't developed that discipline to lose weight like how you've lost weight. If they're still able to congratulate you and really truly be happy for you, not feel any type of way about it, that's a really good friend. That's a really good friend. Keep them around, because a lot of people don't have friends like that who can see you constantly reaching your goals and they don't feel anything negative for you. Like, they are genuinely happy for you. Keep that friend. Eliminate the ones who throw the shade, who make you feel bad, who make you feel insecure. Those are the ones you gotta let go, because they're not really your friends. So, you know, just something I've learned, and I'm just sharing like everything that I can to like help you guys with your journey, because I feel like because see, I didn't know this stuff. No one taught this to me. I don't think this is something that uh, is talked about a lot. So you end up wasting a lot of time with people who are just no good for you. But that's why I love how YouTube is a thing now, because you can learn about this stuff so that you don't experience it. And some people never really experience it, and that's great. Good for them. But for those of y'all who do, if you're constantly feeling sad or anxious, a lot of times it's because you're not auditing your environment. You think it's something wrong with you, and it's not. It's something wrong with you in the fact that you don't know. But I'm telling you, the reason why you feel so depressed, the reason why you feel so anxious is because of your environment. It's where you're spending your time. And, it's because you're dealing with people who aren't good people, or you're at a workplace that's not a good workplace, or you're consuming content that's not good content. That's why you're feeling like that. That's why you feel like you can't do it. So you got to audit your space. You got to audit your space, because when you remove that, you will realize that you can do anything that you want to do. And I'm not crazy. Like, you really can. So, eliminate those distractions. Work on that. Audit your life. Audit the fuck out of your life. You chopping people off. I'm telling you, you got to cut people off. If they not pouring into you, they have got to go. They gotta go. If that job isn't pouring into you, if they're constantly making you feel like you're a horrible person and you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you gotta walk on eggshells at the job, it's time to cut that job off. Of course, it's easier said than done, but that to me, that's like the universe telling you like your purpose is somewhere far greater than that workplace. Now you gotta put in the work. That's when you gotta start figuring out your purpose. Like, what do you really want to do with yourself? Like, and it may take time. I told you guys, I was a whole bunch of shit. I'm telling you, I was a whole bunch of shit before I figured out what I wanted to do. But that's because I was listening to other people's opinions and their feedback, and I'm listening to people who they ain't did nothing for real, so why am I listening to them? But that's what I'm telling you. That's why you got to spend time by yourself. You've got to lock in and just listen to you, because if something is telling you, it's really God. And this is not a channel to talk about God. I'm just telling you that's what that is, because that's where the idea came from. I went from I did all this in the course of like 2 years. I went from being I was a realtor. I tried to sell lingerie. I studied for a certification for computers. I started studying for the MCAT to go to medical school. I started studying for the LSATs to go to law school. What else did I try? I feel like that was it. I considered nursing school for a little while. Um, This was all while at the toxic ass job that I hated, and I was trying to get the fuck out. I did like 6 things all in the course of 2 years, just trying to figure out how to get the fuck out of that job, because I realized like that's not my purpose. And all those things that I tried, it was all because I wanted to start my own business. So when I said I was gonna go to law school, yeah, that was going to be a very long journey, which everything that you do is still going to be a long journey. Nothing is quick, but the goal was still to end up having my own law firm. When I decided I wanted to go to medical school, the goal was to own my own practice. Right? So that's what I'm saying. I knew that I wanted to be the CEO of something. Right? When I went to become a realtor, and I actually got my realtor's license, it was because I wanted to run my own thing. Right? So I knew that was the path. Like, I knew I was supposed to be the boss. I just couldn't figure out what I was going to be the boss in, right? So that's what I'm saying. And, COVID hit, heard about OnlyFans. I was like, shit. I signed up. This is my way out. This is my way out of this bullshit ass, toxic ass job. This is the way out. So I just quit, did the OnlyFans, and in the process of, being by myself, because everyone's at work that I know and I'm at home, that's when I really was able to spend time by myself and try to figure out, okay, well, I do like making content. I do love making content. So now it's about where, right? And or what kind of content. So, it took me a while to arrive to this. I started losing weight. I started getting into shape. I started to learn about myself. And, over time, if you guys scroll through my channel, you will see the transformation. Like, I wasn't always talking about this type of stuff, right? I was doing the workouts and stuff, but I wasn't talking about mental health or finding your purpose. I wasn't doing any of that. It just kind of came to me over time. Like, what do I really like to do? So, but all that came from spending time by myself, learning myself, and just realizing that you don't have to be perfect with anything that you do, you guys. You don't have to be fucking perfect. Like, people just want to see someone, people just want to see someone they can relate to. So if you want to be a content creator, you don't have to do all that extra stuff. Like, just be you. But a lot of people don't know how to be them because they haven't found themselves, because they haven't spent time by themselves, because they're still listening to other people's opinions and thoughts. So that's why it's important to eliminate those distractions so you can really find peace, you can find happiness, you can find your purpose, and you can do what you really love to do. You see that? I'm telling you. I am telling you. I'm fucking telling you. That's the key. That's the key. Money is energy. So when you can keep your energy high, even through adversities, the money will come. It will come, but you have to maintain that feel good energy. And the only way you can maintain that feel good energy is if you keep your spirits high and you keep your environment positive. The only way you're going to be able to keep your environment positive is if you start auditing your life and who you spending time around and the environment. Okay, it's the only way. If you're walking around scary, that's not a feel good energy. So you got to remove yourself from that space. Okay. So today I'm excited. I'm so glad I got I got more batteries. I told you guys that a couple days ago. Invest in yourself, invest in your ideas, because we wouldn't have been able to have this long chit chat because the battery would have been dead. But I changed the battery before I left out of the locker room. So today I'm excited. I am going to go get a facial. I have multiple credits. I have a subscription to this place called Massage Envy, and they do like facials, massages, stretches, like a whole bunch of stuff. I have so much stuff I want to do. But anyways, I haven't gone in a couple of months, so I'm going to go do that. I have some credits. And then I'm going to tour a new gym. It's about 15 minutes from where I live. So it's about the same distance as Gold. So just going to tour it. I've been there before, I think like last year. But I saw on Facebook like they added some new stuff. So hopefully they let me do like another free pass. I think they take your driver's license to see like if you've toured it before, if you, because they give you free passes, but you can't have you know how it goes. Like they want to make sure, you know. But I saw they have new equipment and stuff, so I was like, oh, let me check them out again. So I'm gonna tour them today and hopefully get a free pass before I decide. Because I think if I remember correctly, they was a little pricey. I think that's why I didn't sign up because I think it was like $85. I'm like $85 for a gym membership, honey. Now they did have a pool. They had an indoor pool and they had an outdoor pool, but the outdoor pool was like a separate membership. I was like, what? Then the gym is ACAC. I think that's what ACAC. But anyways, they had yoga at different times, so I was like, oh, that's gonna be perfect because sometimes I can't go at the same time. My schedule, the way my shit is set up, like I'm free between like 1 to 4 to like create content, but like with anything that I want to do. So that worked because they had yoga sessions in between those times, and I think they had 3 floors. They had an indoor pool, which I said. They had like saunas, and they have a whole bunch of stuff. So at the time, this was like over a year ago, I was like, absolutely not. But now that I truly appreciate like the gym and like, you know, I want to get back into yoga. I've talked to you about that. It's like maybe this will be the time that I sign up for it. We'll see. And when I called, they said they don't mind if I record. That's the biggest thing at this point is being able to record. Because Planet Fitness, they had a problem with it after week 4. But anyway, so I'm going to vlog that and put that on my other channel. But yeah, so I have planned for the day. And I still have to figure out what I want to eat for the week. I haven't figured that out. I have a little bit more of the macaroni and cheese, so I'll eat that. And then, yeah, I don't know. We got to figure it out by tomorrow because I got to go grocery shopping. So we got to figure that out. And I'll make that for you guys and all those things. But yeah, so that's that. Make sure you guys subscribe to my other YouTube channel. It's down there when you click on other channels. If you guys want to see what we did yesterday for glutes, make sure you guys click right here. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for back, biceps, and abs. Bye, you guys.